There's a question that I have asked myself in the past, oftentimes, and it's probably a question that you asked yourself as well, when things are happening around you or when things are happening to you. And that question is, why me? Well, it's a fair question, and you're not alone in asking that question. There's a man in the Bible called Gideon, in the book of Judges chapter 6, I believe verses 11 to about 13. And he was in the same position as well. An angel of God appeared to him, and God said, you're going to do this, you're going to be the one that will deliver your people. And he said so many interesting things to this man, Gideon. And Gideon's response was, well, if I'm the one that God is interested in and he wants me to do all these things and he sees me in this particular way, why has this happened to me? Tried this thing, it failed. Life has just pushed me to a corner. And he had all these questions just, rolling around in his mind. The summary of his questions, I believe, was that phrase I asked in the beginning, why me? So, not stopping there, Jesus said something while he was on earth here. And in John chapter 16, verse 33, he said, in this world, you will have trouble. He didn't say in this world, you might have trouble. He said you will. So trouble is guaranteed for every one of us. So we're all going to get our dose of trouble as we go through this life. But God doesn't end there. He doesn't just leave us with the question, why me? And he says, well, get on with it and just see how far you can go. In 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, another portion of scripture, and I'll paraphrase. God says something there in that portion of scripture. He said, there's no temptation that you're going through, I'm paraphrasing, that you're going through that other people haven't faced as well. But that's not the comforting part. He goes on in that portion of scripture to say, look, I will ensure that you do not go through trouble that will destroy you or trouble that you can't bear. So why am I saying this? Asking ourselves the question, why me, when things are going haywire around us is a fair question. But God doesn't stop there. He goes on to say, look, even though you have trouble in this world, I will ensure that the trouble that you go through, He's not the one that gives us trouble, but He says that when we go through trouble, He'll ensure that that trouble doesn't overwhelm us. So what am I saying tonight? I'm saying tonight that the question why me is a valid one. But let's not stop there. Let's take comfort in the fact that God said that whatever challenges you and I go through, He will not let that challenge overwhelm us as we turn to Him.